Mick Jesse 12,000. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I know Let's go and get started in this video. Today, I want to talk about emotion. Emotion is something we all have. We all have emotion. And as writers, we need to incorporate emotion into our stories to connect with the readers. Now, this is the first week of Camp NanoWrimo. For those who don't know or who didn't watch my previous video, Camp NanoWrimo is National Novel Writing Month. There are 3 National Novel Writing Months, one in July, one in April, and one in November. November is the larger one for people who are writing novels. But for those people who are not writing novels, if you're writing a short story, or even if you are writing a novel, Camp NanoWrimo, both months for Camp NanoWrimo, those are the months you want to focus those on. It's where you can focus on whatever story or whatever you're writing and express it with other writers on a platform that you can share it in a friendly environment. Now, if you are writing for Camp NanoWrimo, or you picked up this month and you started writing it, congratulations. I want to congratulate you because writing is no easy task. Picking up the pencil and putting those words on a page is more than many people have been able to do in the past. You took something that you had in your mind, whether it was something you were inspired by a movie or a book or whatever. It came from your imagination, from your mind, from your own spark, from whatever sparked and started that fire in your mind on that topic. It came from you. And putting those words on a page, you are sharing that or getting ready to share it in a way someone else won't be able to do because it's your own story, your own writing piece. So congratulations. Great accomplishment. Keep up with it. Now, as a writer, you want to express emotion. You want to express emotion in your stories. It's how we connect with the reader. It's how we connect in a way we can't connect in any other way. These readers have never met you. These readers never met your characters. Why should they care about Jimmy? Why should they care about John? Why should they care about your story? It's how you can connect with the readers and help them see why they should care. Without emotion, your characters are robots. Your characters are blah. Your characters have no feelings, no spice in their actions, no reasons. It's just words on a page and nobody has any reason to care. But adding those emotions and adding why the reader should care creates that relationship, that bond with the reader. There are many ways you can add emotion. Here are my 5 tips on how you can add emotion to your story. Tip number 1. How would you connect with yourself as a reader? You've read many books. You've watched many movies. Or you found some way to entertain yourself through someone else's story. How did they connect with yourself? How did they connect with you? Did they connect with you on a topic that you were interested in through words that you related to? Did they connect with you through emotions you felt as a person? Did the character go through a similar experience that you went through? Regardless how they did, remember that. Take note of that. Take note of those circumstances that draw you into the presentation, and express that same emotion in a way that you think the reader would connect with you as a person or with your characters. How would they connect with your characters? Is there a scene that someone would be afraid of something, that you can add fear? Is there a scene you could add sadness? Is there a sad scene? Is there a romantic scene? Is there a scary scene? Is there a happy scene? Is there a joyful scene? Is it a depressing scene? Is it a scene where someone is very angry or very rageful, filled with wrath? How can you add emotion to your story? If you were in their shoes, how would you want to see that emotion? My tip number 2 is focus on one emotion, or on the emotion in the scene. If it's a romantic scene, focus on the romance between the characters. If it's a scary and horrific scene, focus on the horror. Focus on the fear in the scene. Don't try to add this happiness to the horror. Those are complete opposites. You don't need those together. So focus on the emotion. Another great way, and my tip number 3, is free writing. Free writing is a great and excellent tool that I learned. If you add or use free writing on a topic and just let your imagination run wild, ignore the grammar, ignore all the writing mistakes, focus on the creativity, focus on that, and then go back and correct it later. If you focus on the creativity and just let your imagination run wild, maybe play some inspirational music while you're writing, if you do that, you would be surprised by what words would come out or what your imagination would bring to the table. My tip number 4 is, and this kind of goes with what I said about the emotion, but focus on one scene at a time. Some people would focus on one scene, but then get an idea for a completely different scene and start focusing on that scene. Some people would try and focus on one scene while thinking of ideas for another scene. But I would advise you to focus on one scene. And if you get an idea for another scene, write it down. But focus on that scene you're in. And don't lose the emotions or the setting or that fire in you on that one scene. Focus on that. Focus on that scene until you finish that scene. And then move on to the next scene. And then the next. And then the next. And my last tip for you is myself personally, I surround myself with things that would inspire me. I surround myself with that emotion. Now, that can be a scary thought. especially if it's a horrific scene or a very rageful scene. It's very scary to think, I'm writing this very depressing scene. Why would I want to feel that depression? Because you want to connect with your readers. And I am not saying that you need to be depressed. Not at all. Don't be depressed. Don't let that consume you. But think of songs, or look at images, or read a book, or watch a movie, or watch emotional films or something themed around that topic, because it'll give you ideas on how to express that emotion to someone else. I'm not saying you have to steal their ideas, although sometimes you can express emotions in a similar way. I'm saying that emotion or that scene sparks your emotions, sparks your creativity. And they will help you write that scene. Especially if you're struggling with a blockage, if you're struggling with like a writer's block and you don't know what to write. If you don't know what to write, watch other writers or other creativity artists. If it's an art piece or a painting, look up paintings or things that will inspire you with what you're writing. And it will, I guarantee you, that has helped me in many ways. I don't know if it'll help you. You may be inspired by some other way, but it has helped me. And all I'm saying is that these are ways that has helped me. And I encourage you to try them out. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't try it on. That's something that I was told or I watched someone else say. And if it doesn't fit, don't wear it. Don't wear that shoe. Try something else. I'm not your boss. I'm just a friendly neighborhood YouTuber sharing you advice. So, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. That's the end of the video. I hope you guys keep writing, keep dreaming, keep being kind. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.